Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my next part of Assassin's Creed. Let's go after target number 7 and continue Altair and Desmond's journey here.
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No, except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy.
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor.
The modern day settings are pretty creepy.
I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look.
Okay. We just wait until she leaves now. Okay. And now here's what you can do, This is what I really like about the modern day story in Assassin's Creed 1. You know, future Assassin's Creed games started lacking this. Remember that that little key thing that we pickpocketed off of Vidic? We can access his computer now. September 5th. Okay, let's see if we can read this in order. Let's start from the third. Hurricane season ends, but not in the way you think. This hurricane's not really important, but it says here, Abstergo satellite launch postponed, citing last-minute adjustments to their new all-in-one telecommunications satellite. Abstergo have postponed the launch of their first satellite until December 21st. They maintain that the patented technology will allow faster, more reliable data transmission than previous generation satellites, which suffered from delays and interference. Now, I believe the whole Mayan conspiracies that was on December 21st, 2012, when the world was supposedly to end, and that's when they're going to launch the satellite. This game takes place in 2012, even though the game came out in 2007. Tensions mount over Antarctic drilling. The U.S. and the EU are once again facing heavy criticism for their decision to begin construction of jointly owned oil platforms in the Weddell Sea. Several supranational unions oppose the work, claiming it violates the Antarctic Treaty System. The situation has been further complicated by the presence of 2 naval destroyers said to be in the region for reasons unrelated to the construction. That's because they're probably looking for something else. The oil is just a front. They're looking for something else. That's going to be revealed a little bit later. You told me she wasn't going to be a problem, and here she is stirring up the crap again. Deal with this, Warren. You vouched for her. You're responsible for her. From Alan Ricken. Probably talking about Lucy. I'm hoping you might be able to help me understand why even 5 years after the fact, no one is willing to tell me what happened to my friend. If you are concerned about the sensitive information being divulged as a result of sharing this with me, I think my record at the company speaks for itself. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Best, Lucy Stillman. I will be out of the office starting September 1st. I will return on October 4th. In case of an emergency, please contact my assistant Aubrey Jacobs at Extension. So Lucy wants to find out what happened to her friend. Let's see here. Great, leave it at my desk. Worry about my things and more about magnanimous work. Found your access key pen again. Today out by the parking lot. You really need to start keeping it in your pocket instead of letting it hang off your coat. Try and take better care of your things, Warren. Imagine if security had found it. They'd have shut us down for at least a day to reprogram all the computer access codes. You said wind up like Layla earlier. What did you mean? Nothing. Get back to work. We have a deadline. P.S. Why do you sign your emails? It says right at the top who it's coming from. So that was Lucy's friend that disappeared. As a general reminder, all employees of Abstergo Industries are prohibited from discussing corporate policy, proceedings, and projects. In light of pending litigation, you are all reminded of Sections 2.15 of your employment contracts. You acknowledge and agree that Abstergo has developed such confidential information by an investment of significant time, effort, and expense, and that such confidential information provides Abstergo with a significant competitive advantage in its business. You acknowledge and agree that a breach of this agreement by you will therefore result in irreparable harm to Abstergo, the extent of which will be difficult to ascertain. And in any event, money damages will be inadequate as a remedy in the event of such a breach. Accordingly, you agree that in the event of a breach of this agreement, by you, Abstergo, shall be entitled to injunctive or other equitable relief as the court deems it appropriate, in addition to any other remedies which you may have available. Should you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact your human resources manager. We thank you in advance for your compliance. Oh, this is interesting. Sender unknown. Subject I know. I know what you have been doing. I know what you did. I saw him. He had a metal ball. It opened. They went crazy, shooting, stabbing, tore each other to pieces. I know it was you people. Saw the logo, heard the name. I'm going to tell anyone who will listen. You'll be exposed. They'll know the truth, and then you will pay. You crazy bastards, you'll pay. This is from Sender Unknown. This email is extremely important, this here. That metal ball that they're talking about, that is going to be important later on. Okay. So we've read through Vidic's computer here. Okay, let's go to sleep then. That red stuff is going to be explained later on.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
When you are exposed, tackle people who are in your way to maintain momentum.
Come in, Altair. I trust you are well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damascus murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Aqqa with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name.
Look at what he's
The
holding.
Templars themselves
Remember
might
the
rule
email.
the Holy Land and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Eris used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damascus, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Notice how he stands by the window just like Vidic does in modern times. So Altair's gotten back another rank and a sword.
Must be running from something.
Okay. Let's head over to Damascus then.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Numair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Numair and get that letter.
Reach the informer using rooftops before time runs out. Okay.
Yapmanın cezası ölümdür. Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Stop it, please! That hurts! Stop it, please! What have I done wrong? Help
Altair,
me!
here. Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
Jubair is at the Madrash, surrounded by loyal men.
No, you don't understand.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
Jubair holds daily meetings within the Madrash. We're gonna have to use the rooftops much more because the guards have been really suspicious after the latest assassinations.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
One got pushed by the NPC there.
Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance.
Acquired letter which states Jubair should be in a garden.
He saw what must be done, understood it fell to him, having learned the truth, to spread it. And as he was shown the way, so was I. And I will show you as well. Jubair sees things the way they truly are, sees the poison you carry in your hearts and minds. He works to cast it out. Remove all texts from your homes and schools. Give them to us. They must be destroyed. Go away.
Okay, let's see if we can follow him to a discreet location.
How can one expect to defeat me?
Damn. I hate when the NPCs get involved.
Violence is not the answer, my child.
In this we agree, so speak and I may stay my blade. What is it your master intends? Why destroy all this knowledge?
We lay the stones to build a road upon which leads to a better tomorrow.
That is not what I see.
Then you are blind. The words upon these parchments, they are poison. Jubair holds the cure. He'll free us from their lies.
It's nonsense you speak. You've lost your mind.
No, not lost, but found. I see the world for what it truly is. He has shown me so much. I am illuminated.
A fanatic is all you are, and dangerous for it.
Do what you must. It changes nothing. We are not afraid.
You should be.
Jubair scholars are destroying all books in Damascus.
Altair, my friend, you have become quite the wanted man, as am I. I must prepare my family for the trip back to the safety of Masayef this afternoon. Could you finish my last assignment in exchange for information? Some men must be eliminated in Jubair's quarter. Be fast, my friend.
They go against the will of God and must be made to pay.
One down.
Everywhere they ride, they leave only
See what I do of her.
Two down.
Come no further. Oh!
'ارحل على الفور!
Ooh, that was close.
You nearly killed me.
3 out of 5 targets.
I'm not hurt, but I was very lucky, young man.
Gotta wait until he leaves view of the guards.
Oh, how frightful! That could have been me.
Show yourself.
Okay. All targets down.
Do you think he's being chased? What's going on? What's he running from? He better not cause any trouble.
Please, just a few coins, please.
It's great to see you back so quickly and in one piece. I must return to my family, but before I leave, this is for you. I found a map showing where scholars are planning to burn books and other sources of knowledge. Please be careful, and let the future reunite us. I'll give your blessings to my family.
Acquired map showing where he'll be burning books.
Altair, your name is on everybody's lips these days, and for once their words are kind. If you're truly a changed man, perhaps you'd be willing to do me a favor. Jubair has employed certain merchants to spy on the citizens for him. They feed him names in exchange for gold. You'd be doing all the city a great service if you were to find these merchants and destroy their stalls. This should end their evil.
Okay, destroy the merchant stalls.
Go away. I'll have your head.
Oh, I missed a little bit there. There we go.
I will end your life. Speak while you still can.
Come on, attack. There we go.
You've done a good thing today, Altair. In exchange, I'll share my knowledge with you. Your target is likely to be dressed, much like his followers. So here is how to distinguish him from the others. He wears rich golden robes and carries with him a large pouch. Find him, brother. Make him feel pain.
Jubair wears rich golden robes and carries a pouch. That's going to be the most important out of all of them because Jubair's followers very similar close to him. So that one's going to help the most.
It's the hero of Damascus. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Mualim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubair.
Salahadin's chief scholar?
Yes. He's turned the other scholars of the city to his cause. Together they intend to work a great evil.
How?
They're collecting the city's knowledge, all its written words.
For what purpose?
To destroy them.
And where will this be done?
They move throughout the city, but first they meet at the Madrasa al-Qalasa. If I go there, I should find Jubair.
Excellent work as always, Altair. You can stop him before he has a chance to strike again.
With your permission, Rafiq.
Of course. You're free to begin whenever you are ready. Bring glory to the Brotherhood, Altair.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Jubair is preparing for a meeting within the Madras al-Kalash. This is the time to strike. Let's get him.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings. You do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course. Then join them!
Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good! Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
Okay, so Jubair is the one that has the pouch on his... Okay.
Today is a glorious day.
Shouldn't be here.
We will at last be free.
That's not Jubair.
Purge yourselves of these evil spirits before they can prove.
I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
It's not him either.
What is it? Infidel! You will die here!
What's going on?
That's him right there.
done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you're rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Now we gotta get out of here. So we've lost them all. Okay, well, I think we're in the clear now.
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubair's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubair to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast forwarding.
So I guess we'll end it off here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.